Yo, what's good? It's Woody, El Presidente of that Pat Down City, and I'm rocking with Grandosiá TV.
Welcome back to Grandosiá TV, where we hear my man Woody, aka Woody P. Newton.
Yeah, what's good, black man?
Well, we here to talk about his latest albums that he have out, him growing up in the mean streets of Stanley, North Carolina, him entering into the music industry. But before we get into all that, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you hit the notification bell so when we go live with all the up-to-date new videos, you are here with them. Woody, what's going on with you, man?
You know, cooling, minding my business, 9 to 5, trying to stay out the way, stay safe, you know.
Gotcha. It's been a long time, man, since I seen you in person. Last time I think it's been, for me anyways, we got to go way back in time to the Glass House days where freestyle battles was taking place.
Yeah.
People showing their music. What was those days like for you back then?
Really, the Glass House is where I first got started. Shout out to Flu for introducing me to Classic, and shout out to Classic for getting me on that stage first. Ever since then, it's been history. Like, I always appreciated Classic for that. I still tell him to this day, like, I appreciate that from the bottom.
Since you said it was the beginning, before, let's go back, let's throw it back then. So before we get to the Glass House, what was Woody doing before then? What was Woody interested in before music, or who influenced you to get into music?
Well, before the music, Woody was Cedric. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in Stanley, North Carolina, he was into sports.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Them Stanley Blue Devils, to be exact. So, like, it wasn't too much. Music was never even a thought back then. It was just strictly sports. From basketball to football, baseball.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the only thing on his mind.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Music wasn't even a thought.
So as Cedric was growing up, I know he had influences. Who influenced him the most? I know you had sports people that probably influenced you, but did you have any artist influence at all?
Far as when I got into music,
I mean, this coming up, this growing up.
I guess everybody looked up to Mike.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I wanted to be like Mike. You know what I'm saying? But Allen Iverson was my guy.
Okay.
That was my guy. Like, I wanted to imitate all his moves, off from the sleeve to the finger band, all that. Like, yeah, the answer, that was my dude for real.
You know, he had a little album that they kind of pulled too.
Yeah, I heard about it. I didn't ever get to listen to it though.
Gotcha. So as you coming through, you into sports, you into you doing your thing or whatever. What was the change? At what age was the change where you said, I feel music, I like music, that pulled you in, that this is what I want to do?
I guess I could maybe kind of say 10th grade.
Okay.
Because 10th grade, when I was in 10th grade, me and some of my homeboys, we would write remixes to like some of the hottest songs that be on the radio. Gotcha. That's when Grinding was coming out, the Tipsy, what else? I forget what all that's, but like, yeah, something like that. And then at the lunch table, we banging, freestyle, battling at the table. So that's when the music really started hitting me, and I'm writing. But freestyling was more my thing.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you say you was one of the coldest freestylers in your era, when you was coming through?
You say, would I say that?
Yeah, would you say that?
I'm not even going to graduation camp. Like, I was one of them ones for real. Like, you can ask around. Like, I was one of them ones. I used to call myself the freestyle king, but I could back it up, though.
Gotcha.
Like, it just so happened. Now, once I started writing it, I fell back from that. Gotcha. But I'm trying to get back into my bag.
Gotcha.
But as far as freestyling, you could play a beat and I never heard it and just go.
Gotcha.
Then that beat stopped, another one come on, I could pick up like it was nothing for me to freestyle.
Gotcha. Now, what you being from Stanley, you got Gaston, you got Charlotte. Was it pressure or was it hard for you to get inside some of these circles that show what you have?
Far as
like this freestyle, just saying, hey, let me battle too. I got something to bring.
now, see, like I never freestyle battle back then.
Okay.
I was just freestyling.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Cause, well, I guess you could say my first freestyle battle was at the Glass House.
Okay.
Against Mookie.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But it was unexpected at that time because me and him used to go back and forth like on beats, on songs. Nobody really knew this though, except for me, him, and Flu.
Okay.
Because I would listen to some songs he made and I would hear certain stuff.
Okay.
So and Flu was like, oh, there you go. Okay. So I would come back and I would know he would listen by his response.
Gotcha.
So one night at the Glass House, I had a diss song about him, Hot 32 to be exact.
Gotcha.
And he had heard it prior to this. So we pull up, I see him out there. Flu's like, you don't need to do that song. Man, fuck that. I'm still gonna do this. It was already playing before I knew he was here.
Right.
So Glass House comes, I perform, I did my track. After the event, he out there, he comes up, and we all standing out there, here he comes. And started off. That's how it was. To me, I knew he had written some stuff, and I knew once I seen him, he was gonna want to do this.
Right.
With me and my freestyle ability that I had back at that time, I feel I still held my own. Comparing his written to my off the top.
Right.
You know, so.
I asked this question before, man, because I wasn't gifted to be a rapper or anything like this. But when it come down to it, and I get it with some people that we know like Franco Lou, Broadway, people we know that's into the battle rapping or whatever. Is it cheating not to be able to go off the top of the head and have this stuff prepared?
Now, excuse me. I used to think like that because, like, I feel like if you calling it a freestyle battle, nothing should be written.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But in these days and time, I guess it's a rap battle now.
Okay.
So in these days and times, I guess it's not cheating because you writing it down and you memorizing. So, but if me personally, like I say back then, I like to freestyle. If you was gonna freestyle battle, like just come off the top.
Come off of it.
But that lets you know some people don't have that gift, I guess you could say, to come off top just like that. And
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
So as you got more into music, I was doing my research on you, man. I had to call around the city. It's like, man, somebody tell me something about my man Woodie. What was you were signed to a company called Airheart Production?
Yeah.
What was that about? How did that work out? How did that segue for your music?
Airheart Productions. I met the cat Rich, and shout out to Rich too, I guess, you know. But I met him through a guy I went to school with named Kyle. You know what I'm saying? Airheart, it was a start, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? I look back, it was cool, but it ain't really like.
It didn't teach you anything? It didn't show you nothing?
Not really. You know what I'm saying? Not anything I didn't already know. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I don't really know what to say about that situation because it was crazy. Like, it was crazy.
Gotcha. Now, the next thing I learned too was, and I remember y'all being around each other back then. I think this before the dreads too, for both of y'all, or maybe for the person myself.
Actually, this is my second time having the dreads.
Okay.
Because I had dreads back at the Glass House.
Okay.
They wasn't. Well, they might have been around by this length right here.
Gotcha. So now the other guy that I'm gonna mention right now, I don't know if you were signed with him, but y'all was repping Straight Profit together, which was Lucky. How did that situation play out, and why did y'all have for your mutual moving on from each other?
Lucky, just shout out to Lucky. That's my cuz, like real life cousin. So, you know what I'm saying? I guess you could say I was down with Straight Profit, but I guess it just didn't work, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like we we made a couple tracks or whatever, but I guess I didn't think it was a good fit for me, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no hard feelings or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? At that time, this was like I was dealing with flu.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then went to straight profit. Now, like I say, it wasn't even months. I don't think it was months, but I just felt like it wasn't a good fit for me. So I went back to where I started and went and started back rocking with flu.
Gotcha. Now with him? He was on here not too long ago on the show.
And shout out to my guy too, man.
How did that work with you and Flu? Because I heard, listen to him, listen to other people talk as well, that, you know, he's one of the guys that was really getting people recorded. He knew what he was doing. He was a monster behind that computer.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you meet him? How did that situation work out with you and your music? And then did you learn anything being up under him, up under his wing with the music?
Like Flu, he was really the first one around here who really had the banging ass studio. Like Flu was the first one who really was doing it for the artists, like recording everybody. Like I still be tripping. I don't say too much on the comments on social media because I don't really do that, but it baffles me how motherfuckers don't want to show him his respect.
Oh man.
Cause a lot of these cats out here learned a lot from Flu, but they don't want to give him his just due. You feel me?
I wonder why. Why do you think so?
I guess because of his antics on social media, but still, like, give your man his flowers.
Right.
Y'all learned a lot from this dude.
Right.
Whether you want to admit it or not.
Gotcha.
Like, Flu was the person, like, who really taught me how to count bars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He recorded my first mixtape, the Mr. Six City Volume 1. He the one, I was going to get in there and freestyle my whole mixtape.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I like the freestyle back then. He was like, nah, bro. If you really want this to be something, like, write that shit, take your time. So I'm like, all right. And ever since then, really, the freestyling has stopped. But I've been knowing Flu since I was like 13, 14.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Me and him, we got some history.
Gotcha.
Like, I can remember a time me and him had got it together and with his cousin Eric. We freestyled probably like, I don't know, numerous rounds. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say who won, who lost, but you know what I'm saying? Me and Flu got some good history though. Like we had a little falling out some years back over a BS situation, but now we hashed it out. We back good. So yeah, that's my guy.
Gotcha. And before we move on to the next group that you joined and call family, before we get to your albums, the one question I like to ask artists around here, we have the baby, we have J. Cole that's from here, but both those artists had to pull antics out. Like the baby had to put a diaper on.
Yeah.
J. Cole left and went to New York City and got his just due there, and then came back to the Carolinas. Why is it, besides P.D. Pablo, why is it so hard for Carolina artists to get on? Why is it so hard for the Charlotte metro area, which is gas only included? Why is it hard for us to get a respect in your mind? And what sound do we have? Because people say we got a sound, but it's based off the Baby and J. Cole that took their sound from somewhere else. So what's your opinion on that?
I guess it's because it's a small circuit around here. Like it ain't really too many radio stations, not too many DJs who will spin your music to even try to put you on. And then you got that crab in a bucket mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants to say, well, nobody wants you to make it before them. You know what I'm saying? Me, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about the fame. Let me get the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I see somebody doing good, that's going to make me motivated to be like, okay, let me do this to get where they at.
Right.
I'm not going to hate on you. I ain't never been the type to be a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like, I congratulate you. Like, I don't understand some of these cats, though. Like, you rather hate on somebody than uplift them and congratulate them.
True. I always say, man, if we start supporting one another,
that's it. That's all it takes.
We can really do something with the city of Gaston and Charlotte. Because Charlotte's the biggest city.
And then that's another thing. They see we not together.
Right.
So why would they want to come and invest in something and everybody out to get each other, everybody against each other. Nobody want to see you win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I will say this, and I'm not listening. Grandosiá TV ain't throwing no shots nowhere. It's a season for everything. Some people had a good season 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Talking with some people, not gonna lie. When I say this, from I hate using word local. I hate that word. Y'all artists. But from the artists I'm hearing from the city now, I'm not gonna lie. Pat Down City is doing their thing with
Pat Down
you,
is the game.
with
like,
you, with Broadway, and some others. I heard some other people.
My shorty Cree, Charlie Swag.
Oh man, he cold.
Killer with the
cold.
R&B, man.
Right.
Killer.
So I'm listening to y'all guys, and I just believe it's like your season.
Mm-hmm.
Not knocking nobody else, but I just don't understand why we have so many artists in one city, but we not like helping each other out though. If you got an album come out, everybody should be pushing your album. Everybody in the city. If you don't have an album coming out this same week as Woodie, everybody should be pushing your stuff. But I just always wonder like why we don't do that. I'm not an artist. I've just been a executive producer. Hatred. How we fix it?
You can't. Like, it's just in people to hate on the next person. Like, me personally, I'm not just gonna share anybody's music, but if I like it, yeah, I'll share it. You tag me in it, I'll listen to it. I listen to everybody.
I do too.
You know what I'm saying? If I get tagged in something, I'm listening. Even if I don't get tagged, I see somebody share something, I'll listen to it to see what's floating around here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For real, yeah. Like, but if I don't like it, I'm not gonna like it, even if you tag me in it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But I'm not gonna say nothing bad about it or nothing. I'm gonna keep the comments to myself.
I tell people when they ask me that I listen to their music, if you didn't do the legwork to get it on YouTube, if you didn't do the legwork to get it on Apple Music, I ain't about to listen to it.
Right.
Because that means you ain't taking it serious.
Right.
Because you don't believe in it.
Right.
But if you do the legwork to do a video for it, if you do the legwork to get it on different platforms, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it. And I'll give you my opinion. But I always tell people too, you know, when it comes to an album, you got 12 songs. You only need 4 that's good. Everybody think the whole album gotta be good. You just need 4.
Nah.
You just need 4. You know, some people be trying too hard, but I mean that's what it is. But moving on, man, to Pat Down City.
The gang.
What is that about? What movement is this right here?
Pat Down City. I began my journey with Pat Down in 2016.
Okay.
Shout out to Broadway. Shout out to Clay Glaze. That's the management.
Mm-hmm. So
in 2016, just out of nowhere, well, I'll say 2017 because I joined in 2016. 2017, Broadway made me president of Pat Down City, like just out the blue, like, you know what I'm saying? Just me and Broadway, we deeper than music, you know what I'm saying? Gotcha. That's like really my guy, my brother from another type shit. But Pat Down, it's just we a family for real. Like we deeper than music from me and Broadway, from Charlie Swag to even our manager Clay Glaze. Like we all just one big entity. Like nobody tries to undercut nobody. We all support each other. Like we all try to make each other better.
Right.
Like to this day, me and Broadway, we in the studio. I say, do you think I done such and such here? He'll ask me on the song, how you do something about this, whatever. Right. We keep it all the way 100. It's no yes men in Pat Down. Like we keep it all the way 100.
Yeah, when I first met him, I didn't know he did music, but he a cold brother.
Yeah, like people be too lazy to listen to lyrics, but my dude be spitting.
And he got the voice. It was some song I was just listening to, and I sent it to my homeboy that's a producer, and I said, "Listen, man, this dude right here."
It might just be I just want to rap.
It was him and like a couple other people that did it.
Oh, okay. It was new. It was a new joint.
It was like a year old. It had over 6,000 views on YouTube or whatever.
Let me think.
I was checking it out, and
you don't remember how it went?
I'm about to find it for you. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, Pat Down.
I think it's called You Changed.
Oh, yeah. Him and Swag.
Oh, no. Let me see. Give me a minute. Normally, we don't take this long to find something, but I know
You say
we don't take this long to find something, but I know.
You say like you would always be true, but girl, you changed. That right there.
No, it wasn't that. Hold on, about to find it. I'm sorry, people. Y'all got to hear this song. Voices in my head.
Oh yeah.
Voices in my man.
He rapping.
Rapping. Like he going to get it.
Yeah, he rapping.
So I said, yeah, pat down. Y'all taking it to like some real music stuff.
And what's crazy, we was supposed to come out with a Pat Down City album.
What's taking so long? President, what's taking long?
I'm gonna have to really, me and Biss was supposed to do a joint album too.
Gotcha.
But we had to make a push for that.
Cause I heard you got a new album coming out.
Yeah, I got something I'm working on.
Heard it's different than normal.
Yeah, see, that's me. I like to be different.
Gotcha.
I test myself. I test my creativity. From Woodie P. Newton, the conscious rap. Never in my life talked about conscious rap. Never in my life talked about consciousness, period.
Well, since you brought up the Woodie P. Newton album, what was on your mind when you said, I'm about to do this right here?
Really, before the album just came after a single that I dropped. The single, Black Man.
Yeah, I like that single.
That was just supposed to be a single I was dropping for something that the world could feel. Mm-hmm. This was in 2018. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get everybody on the train back then.
About what you was doing?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I dropped that single. I started thinking and hollered at Clay, the manager, I'm like, what you thinking about if I were to do a whole conscious album? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, go for it. Because of what was going on out here at the time.
Still is.
Yeah. That's crazy, too.
You're right.
3 years ago.
And it's still going on.
You know what I'm saying? So I figured the world, what was going on in the world, why not, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Us, I guess, lower stature of people needed to hear something uplifting, something to bring us together. You know what I'm saying? So I did the album, Woodie P. Newton. Like I say, I never, ever had talked about consciousness, ever.
I love it, though.
You know what I'm saying? Tested my creativity. Mm-hmm. Like, let's see what we can do here.
And for everybody who have not heard Woodie P. Newton, the album, you should definitely go check it out.
Definitely.
It's on Apple.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere. But I know Apple.
Pandora, wherever you find music at, Woodie P. Newton is there.
Gotcha.
From Pandora, YouTube Music, Deezer, whatever you got. Amazon, it's everywhere, literally. Tidal. Everywhere.
And what made me become a fan of yours, man, I'm be honest with y'all, sitting and listening to the Woodie P. Newton's album. And I remember back when Trayvon Martin got killed, I used Malcolm X. A lot of people was kind of mad that I used Malcolm X because I used the Denzel Washington version. You use Malcolm X himself, but I used the Denzel Washington version from the movie about where can a white man go on this earth when he ain't committed adultery and all that stuff. People was mad because I used Malcolm X. Because Malcolm didn't really talk the way he talked. His talking was crazy. Yeah. So what you use in your intro is Malcolm. Did you get any pushback with that? Did anybody say anything crazy?
The intro is powerful. It's powerful.
Yes.
Nobody gave me no pushback. Because some people may not even know who it is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's sad if they don't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad if they don't.
But that intro is powerful, man. Because I thought about doing a song for the intro, and I'm like, nah.
You gotta use that.
I messed around and found that. I was like, oh yeah, I need that. Yeah. That's perfect. Who taught you to hate you?
Right.
Who taught you to hate what God gave you?
Yes, they did. And for all my Caucasian brothers and sisters, man, Grandosiá TV, we love y'all. But we gonna just speak facts on what's going on in America.
That's a fact.
That throughout slavery, it was taught to us to hate ourselves. It was especially who was dark.
Hate your features. Yeah. Who taught you to hate what God gave you? You know what I'm saying? Like, he talking on there, man. Like, you gotta listen.
So when you use it, I love it. So now on that same album, you have a song called Black Man, which I love as well. It's almost like you talking directly to the
And that was the plan, for me to actually seem like I'm talking directly to whoever listening to this song.
So what people who have not listened to the lyrics yet, that haven't listened to the hook, break down to us what that song is about, so they know they're gonna make them listen to it.
As far as the hook goes, black man, oh get your money, black man in America. And then what is a separate part says what is it? Good God, I done had a brain fart, and I know these lyrics by heart too. Good God, I'll say basically the song is about me uplifting my black men, my brothers, letting you know that it's time to stop killing, stop hating, come together. And like we could be so much stronger, so much better. Like y'all say, it's strength in numbers.
Yeah.
Y'all know it, but you don't want to act on it.
True.
And why not?
Scared of something.
You're scared of what the next person gonna say,
Yep.
what the next person think. Never been that type. I speak for me, I think for me.
Right.
All right. When I wrote those lyrics, it was like, this is real. Like, this is something.
Listening to the song for me, it was real. It was like, yo, I appreciate this right here.
Mm-hmm. They're like, it's just, I still get chills when I listen to it. Because even when I had a son in 2018,
changed some things.
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing I was thinking of too. It's like me talking to him.
Gotcha.
Because in one part I say, what I say, they don't want you to have dreams and hopes, black man. Mm-hmm. Growing up without a figure, nobody to teach you the ropes, black man. You know what I'm saying?
Now, with that being said, with that line being said, did you have somebody teaching you the ropes as you grew up?
I got 2 older brothers. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? But it was more so of my middle brother. He taught me a little about the streets a little bit here and there. Not saying like the bad side or whatever, but it was more so him. He was keeping me in the sports. You know what I'm saying? Because he played sports too. You know what I'm saying? But my 2 older brothers, yeah, like they taught me a little something. But as far as like when I got older, had to really learn for myself.
Gotcha.
Trial and error.
And I think too, that's why I think the song and the album is so important for people to listen to, because so many people turn to music. Because a lot of our black brothers, that's what we do. We got trial and error because we don't have that person that's supposed to be there to show us what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Now we got people show us what time it is in the streets, which is it's cool, but we need somebody who's gonna show us how to get this money. We need somebody who's gonna show us how to really be productive in society and lead our families or whatever.
Fact, that's a fact, yeah.
And so that's gonna segue me to say this right here. That same album, you talked about what is freedom.
The brand.
And you say what you say in that song? Something about we still put on chains, but we don't know
what's the use in having freedom? What's the use of having freedom when we like wearing chains? What's the use in having freedom if we like getting whips? Niggas worried about spending me. I'm stacking my chips. What? Yeah.
So that's something.
Come out the gate.
Oh.
Out the gate. Like if you ain't listening to this album, like not hearing it, listening,
digesting that.
Yeah, you missing a lot of gems.
Yo, definitely.
You missing a lot of gems.
Definitely.
For real.
And I think, have you done a video for any of those? We gotta go back and revisit.
I got a video for Black Man. Okay. It's not how I initially wanted it, but I got a video for Black Man. Gotcha. Got a video for What is Freedom / How You Gonna Tell Me with Broadway on that joint.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah. That's low key kind of like my favorite video at this point in time, because the way I shot it or the way it got shot, it was simple, but it was powerful if you don't really get the symbolism. Gotcha. Because we shot it at T. Jefferson on the basketball court. Okay. Oh, well, not the basketball court, my bad, but the tennis court. And it's fenced in. So the cameraman, we was inside the fence. The cameraman was on the other side of the fence. So it's like we caged in. Gotcha. What is freedom? The symbolism was crazy. You gotta feel it if you don't. That's probably like my favorite video.
I'm definitely going back to check that out. And so then as we move off of And why only 7 songs on Woody P. Newton? Why we leave it with 7? Why not extend it on to 12?
Just an EP.
Gotcha.
Just an EP. I wanted to see. Well, I didn't. I kind of thought about doing 10, but I was just like, maybe just only 7. Because, like I say, it was uncharted waters.
Gotcha.
Never been there. I just want to see what I can do with it.
Gotcha. And then we come to the latest. We come to the latest.
Yeah.
The latest album.
Bad.
Got that Goat Talk.
Yeah.
Hey, that intro on Goat Talk is serious too now.
I've been hearing that intro. Like, people love that intro.
Hey, that first song to set the whole tone for the album. It just.
That's me. I pride myself on great intros.
Mm-hmm.
From my first mixtape all the way to Goat Talk.
Mm-hmm.
My intros be crazy.
Gotcha.
And I used to go with just straight bars, 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes, just straight bars.
Mm-hmm.
But I transitioned to making songs.
Gotcha.
So, but the Goat music, that's the intro to Goat Talk. Yeah, I've been hearing nice things about that.
Yeah, go ahead, listen.
I'm talking in there too.
You are, in between the album cover, the artwork, I love it. Man, I love the production on it. The production's crazy.
Broadway Bully.
Yeah.
Pat down.
The production.
Broadway do all my recording.
That's what he was telling me.
He do all my recording. I like to keep mine in house.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
And the other song that you have on Goat Talk, I love the way you did the run on words. Cedric,
Ooh,
the entertainer.
When I did that in a verses, one of my homeboys, he don't like that because I put my name, but you gotta feel it.
Yeah.
Cedric the entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Cedric, and I'm entertaining. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's my joint too, man. I like that is my joint.
I like that one. That one right there. I like Word to Hitman. What was that about? What was you talking about the Word to Hitman? Because I listened to Word to Hitman this morning, but I didn't get to really like digest everything that was going on because I was trying to get ready for this right here. So I said, "Oh, do he got anything that's current?" Because I thought Woody P. Newton was the last thing. But yeah, I saw Go Talk. I was like, okay. So what was we talking about with the whole Word to Hitman?
Word to Hitman. That was just me attacking these characters with the rap, with the lyrics. Like, I'm still him. Mm-hmm. I just don't talk as much trash as I used to.
Gotcha.
But I'm still him. I still talk my talk on beats. It's like, but you know Hitman, the battle rapper.
Yeah, I do.
So that's kind of really where the hook came from.
Gotcha.
But it's Word to Hitman. I'm him. I still can snap. Is what I say. Far as I forgot what I was about to say. What's crazy about that song? Broadway was playing it in Jimmy Jazz one day when he was at work.
Okay.
And just some dude I don't even know. He asked Broadway, "What was that joint you just played?" He was like, "That's Woody." Where did I like? Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he downloaded the whole album. He was like, "That joint right there, cold." All right, appreciate you. Yeah. So gained a new fan just off strength of that.
Right. That's what's up. You got somebody who can play good.
You feel me? Yeah.
And then one thing that I want to know, because you hit on it, you said you have a son. Mm-hmm. This one son?
Yeah, I got a son that's 3 and a daughter that's 13.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, they both got birthdays in March. His is the 26th, hers is the 28th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy. So my question for both of them, about both of them, what type of legacy is Woody, or since we already said your real name, Cedric, is trying to leave for those two angels right there?
I'm just trying to make sure they don't have to ever want nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's part of a song I got on my Goat Talk album, The State of My Mind. I want the best for them. I don't care about nobody else remembering me as long as I leave my stamp for them.
Gotcha.
And I left what I need to leave for them and they remember what I set them up for, I'm good.
Gotcha. Now, I will say, the last song on your album, Goat Talk, and because we were talking about so much positivity with Woody P. Newton, but it'd be kind of unjust not to give the fans on who you are and what you've been through. You started mentioning some of the things, some of the dark places been through.
That piece, yeah.
So go into that for me. What was that song about? What did it mean to you? What was you trying to? What message was you trying to give to the people?
The message is I really trying to open up a little bit more with the music because I never really been about telling people about life shit. So with peace, I was like, let me inform y'all a little bit. Like I done been up, I done been down, hustled on the block from sun up to the sundown, like for real. Like I was out here like that. But never ever once did you see me broadcasting it, flaunting. I'm not about that. I'm not that flashy type when it comes to stuff like that. I like to be low key, under the radar. That's why a lot of people never knew nothing about that. Like riding around with a gun under the seat, on my way to Broadway House, got pulled over like right here on the bridge, right there where Sims Park at. Got the gun found under the car. Just knew I was about to be locked down, like for real, for real. Like I knew I was, but to the grace, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah.
So what pulled you away from being a part of that cycle of life that most black people
I had to
go
be
through?
better for the kids, man.
Gotcha.
And then I matured, got older too.
Gotcha.
But at that time, my daughter this was 2018 when I got caught with the gun under the seat. Yeah, so I had to be better for the kids. Like, yeah, that's the bottom line. Like, it don't get no clearer than that. Like, you fucking up out here. Like, get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? I had to get grown for real.
Quick.
Yeah.
Quick. All right, for all my female listeners.
Yeah.
Where Woodie at? Where he at? You know, he got somebody. You know.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Like, I finally got my forever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We had been on the outs for a while, but we getting back. But yeah, I got my forever. Yeah, I'm good. I ain't. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I'm good. Yeah, but I still make music for the ladies.
Got you.
Don't get it twisted now. Hence, later this year.
Got some stuff coming.
I'm already working on it. It's almost complete. Unless you want to jump into it now.
Oh no, we can talk about it. We can, you know, let us know what we looking for. Cause I'm gonna say my next question is gonna be, what do we have for the rest of 2021 going into 2022 that you working on?
Well, really, I'll start with this joint I want to drop. It's called Wonderful Women Worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just a song for my women all around the world, uplifting. You know what I'm saying? Speaking positivity on women about how they struggle with being a single mom, going to school, work, still taking care of home, making sure the kids straight, making sure the bills paid. I know your time is precious. I just want to caress it. I can see me with you. Oh, what a reflection. If I'm doing you bad, just put me up in correction. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Yeah, but I'm waiting on my guy to play some vocals down to that, and I'm going to drop that ASAP because I hadn't dropped nothing all year, which is really, like, surprisingly, it's eating me alive because I like to drop something, like, on a consistent basis.
What's been a hold up? What's like took you away from dropping music now?
Really, I started doing this battle rap.
Okay.
I made a little transition from music to battle rap here lately, just trying to broaden my horizons, I guess, and that's been slowing me down with writing here and there. Then I had to have a little surgery, which threw me behind a little bit too.
Everything good?
Yeah, I'm good now. Yeah, I'm great. So, but as far as that, I'm pushing for December, late December, R&B album. Like I say, I like to test my creativity.
Gotcha.
And my favorite genre is R&B.
So when you say R&B, when we say R&B album, what type of R&B are we looking at? Are we talking about more the new school R&B rap thing? Or are we talking about straight R&B? Okay.
R&B. Like I did my little thing on a couple hooks or whatever, but R&B.
You going all the way in on it?
R&B, like love music.
Gotcha.
That broken heart, let me love you type music. You know what I'm saying? Like real R&B. Like that's my favorite genre. Hence, that's the name of the album too. My favorite genre.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What made you say I gotta do it? I mean, I know you say you like to test yourself, but what made you say, hey man, I'm doing this? And when you told Broadway or you told some other people on Pat Down City that I'm doing this, what was their reaction to it?
To be honest, they know me by now to where I'm unpredictable when it comes to my music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess the thing that made me go towards this R&B album for real is a song I got on Goat Talk called "The Time."
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's all true facts in that song. Shorty did me just like how I said.
Mm-hmm.
So when I made that, I'm listening. I'm like, man, an R&B album would be dope, though. I done did Conscious. I gave y'all the rap.
Right.
Now let me come over here and try this lane.
Gotcha.
Because The Time, out of all my music, that joint has the most streams. It's going on like 25,000 streams itself. So I'm like, oh, video coming soon too. Definitely got to shoot that video.
Gotcha.
So that makes me like, I definitely got to do this R&B.
Gotcha.
Because I feel like the R&B, if that did that,
R&B gonna jump all the way off the charts. Yeah.
So it was only right. I got some stuff on here too.
Gotcha.
I got some stuff.
I did ask the same question to Broadway when Broadway was on, and I'm asking you the same question because y'all part of the same team.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for to get from the game? As far as you want to get this deal, you want a distribution deal. Like, what are you looking for? You want to get signed to a major label? You want to stay independent, or whatever comes first?
Really, if I'm speaking in general 1st all you really need is a distribution deal. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me, I just need the money. I ain't really too focused on signing with a big major label. But if the deal is correct and I can still have my rights to where I want it, oh yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, it's still gonna be pat down to the death.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I won't have no problem staying independent either.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Control what you
do. Drop when I want to drop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I own most of the percentage of how much return comes back to you.
Because right now, I'm getting it all.
Right.
100%.
Right.
I had what was it? Universal, was it, or Sony Music? One of them, they wanted 50-50. I say, you crazy. I emailed them back, so if I make 10 million, y'all want 5 million, then I got these taxes coming out. I'm bound to only get about $250,000.
Now, all right, since you brought that up, now you're talking to a business major as well. That's my thing as well. But for the people that's watching, they're gonna say, "But Woody, you got a deal. Why would you take that deal? Why would you turn down $5 million? That's what the people would say. Now, myself and others will say, hey, that's smart. Don't do it. What is your response to those folks that will ask
They willing to sell out for anything then, if that's the case. And I'm not that type.
Gotcha.
I am not that type. I would never sell out. I don't care for how much. If I can't, like I said, if the rights ain't right and the percentage ain't right, 50-50?
Yeah.
You gotta be ishing me.
Right. I mean, we'll take a 60-40 in my favor.
You know what I'm saying?
But I really want to do 70-30.
That's it. The 70-30, that's perfect. But granted, they was talking about they would shoot all the videos, all the but still, yeah, y'all not worth 50-50.
Gotcha. The only way that's possible with a 50-50 deal, if it's for a year.
Something like that, maybe.
But they're going to try to get you for three albums. But if it's for one album,
work you to death.
Right. And that's why, for people who don't understand the game of music, that's why he says it's not worth it. But if it was one album, we can think about it. It'd be one of them.
I would have to make buku bread off of it.
Yeah. Yes.
Buku bread. I'm talking about y'all better promote the hell out of it. Y'all better make the billboards. I better be everywhere. I'm talking about for real, because I know the game now. And shout out to my manager once again, Clay Glaze. He put me down with the business. I'm saying I know most of the ins and outs now. So I know what to look for. I know when a motherfucker hitting me up wanting this and that. First thing I'm asking, for how much? Nothing free, and I'm not paying you to listen to my music.
Gotcha.
Never. No, that's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not paying nobody to listen. No.
The streets are there for
you. Feel me? Like, nah, I just can't.
And for people who don't have a manager like Woody, check out on Amazon.
He got it. He got the company too, Clay Glaze Management LLC. Holla at him. He on Facebook, Clay Glaze.
There you go. So
he's taking clients.
There y'all go. If you can't get to him, it's a book you can buy called Everything You Need to Know About the Music Business. It won't go in depth as he will, but it gives you a good start. So before we let you go, Woody, man, anything for the people that you wanted to know about you, anything you got coming up, any shows you have coming up that we need to know about?
Well, you can find Woody at DAREALWOODIE. That's The Real Woody on all social media. I actually supposed to be going to, I believe, Fayetteville, June 12th, I think Clay said, for a show up there. And so that should be next. And I got the album, like I said, I got the album, My Favorite Genre, coming late December. The single I'm going to drop, Wonderful Women Worldwide. And maybe you might even have something in between time. Like I say, I'm unpredictable, so you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what's up, man. We appreciate you stopping by Grandosiá TV. Before we let you go, everybody, make sure you subscribe to this channel, subscribe to this show. Make sure you like it, share it, hit the notification bell so when we go live, you get all the up-to-date videos. And we salute you, man, and everything you're doing. What is freedom? Where can we get a shirt from? Where can we
You can holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Holler at me. Like I say, my music page, The Real Woody on Facebook. Holler at me. And my people will get you right. You know what I'm saying? $20 for the shirt. It's nothing. These right here are brand new. I don't have quantity of these, but the joints you got, I got quantity of those. So you know what I'm saying?
Got you. So that's what it do, man. We appreciate you. Thank you. And Grandosiá.
Yeah, appreciate you, black man.